Yum vayam vayam yuyam. Yidyasit matirahavayo. Kim jatam madunayena. Yuyam yuyam vayam vayam. Yuyam yuyam vayam vayam. And then release the hands. And standing with the toes touching and the heels slightly apart, gently spiral the legs internally so you feel a narrowing in the front of the hips, and drop the tailbone and feel the heart lifting and spreading. And then bring tone into the vocal cords to make an aspirate sound with the breath. And let it pour down from above. And as you exhale, let the breath rise through the center line, right through the skull and through the crown into the space above. As you bring the breath in, make the tailbone a little bit heavier. As the breath slides out, keep the heart buoyant and light. And then with the next breath, as you inhale, reach the hands up, press your shoulders forward, and then exhale, dive the pubic bones back, reaching, take the hands down and fold in. Inhale, uncoil, lift the gaze, and then exhale, just fold down again into Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Press the shoulders forward and reach, and exhale, back to the beginning. Again, inhale, spreading the back of the body. Press the shoulders forward, reach, and exhale. Keep the length as you descend. Inhale, roll the breath up the front of the spine. Exhale, fold down again. Inhale, rising up. Press the shoulders forward and reach. And exhale, back to the beginning. Inhale, once more like that, reaching, and exhale, all the way down. Inhale, uncoil, exhale, fold again. Inhale, rising up, keeping the belly hollow as you ascend, and exhale, back to the beginning. Surya namaskar A, inhale, just as before, reaching, and exhale, slowly descend to Uttanasana. Inhale, uncoil, open the heart. Exhale, step back and lower to Chaturanga. Inhale, waving to Urdhva Mukha, and exhale, go back, Adho Mukha. And keep the breath deep and rhythmic. Lifting from the arches of the feet, up the inseams of the legs to the heart. With each inhale, letting the breath flow down the arms, through the hands and fingers, back into the earth on the exhale. And also, crucially, on the exhale, letting the breath slide through the skull, right through the crown, all the way to empty. Then step forward to your feet and inhale, get length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up, Press your shoulders forward, reach, and exhale. Back to the beginning. Again, inhale, spread between the shoulder blades as you reach, and exhale, open the palate as you descend. Inhale and uncoil, and exhale, go back to Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha, and exhale back, Adho Mukha. The same deep rhythmic breath. Same rising pattern on the inhale, from the feet up to the heart. On the exhale, forward and down. And then you might enhance that internal movement of the breath by drawing back and up underneath the belly, so that you're hollowing out the front of the pelvis and lifting the belly to the undersurface of the diaphragm, especially as you inhale, letting the back of the rib cage fully expand, and then diving the pubic bones back on the exhale. Once more. And when you're ready, come forward to your feet and inhale, get length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, back to the beginning. Once more like that. Inhale, spreading the back of the body. Press out on the heels. Exhale, slowly, coming down. Inhale, uncoil, getting length. And exhale, go back to Chaturanga. Inhale, waving up. Roll your shoulders back, lift the heart. And exhale, downward facing. And as you lift the breath, on the inhale, feel it slide all the way up the front of the spine. And feel the spine gently undulate around the breath, so that the body itself is making space for the breath to come into its natural fullness and to move in its natural undulating pattern. Once more like this. All the way to empty, then come forward to your feet and inhale, get length. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, rising up. Press the shoulders forward and reach. And exhale, back to the beginning. Take a free breath in. And then exhale, bend the knees, touch the fingers to the earth. Inhale, roll the breath up the front of the spine to Utkatasana, and then exhale, fold down, going into Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, uncoil, and exhale, go back to Chaturanga. Inhale, waving up, and exhale, go back through downward facing, step the right foot forward. Then inhale, roll the breath up the front of the spine and reach. And exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. And exhale back through Adho Mukha. Step the left foot forward. Inhale, drop the tailbone, then reach. And exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha, and exhale back, Adho Mukha. And this time let's turn the toes to the right, step the left foot straight out to the side. Inhale, straighten the right leg, and then exhale, bend the right knee to stretch long on the right side of the body. Feel all those muscular tissues between the ribs getting long, especially as you exhale and you bend the knee. Do it maybe just one more time. And then we'll switch sides. So bring the feet back to the center. Step your right foot out to your right and forward about halfway to your hands. And then bend the left knee, coming down. You could just stay in the lunge, or you could pulse it a little bit by straightening the left leg on the inhale and bending that knee more deeply on the exhale, as you wish. Once more. And back through center. And step forward to your feet and inhale, get length. And exhale, fold down. And then bend the knees deeply. Inhale to Utkatasana. Stand tall. Exhale through Samastitihi. Touch the fingers to the earth. Inhale and reach. And exhale. Folding down. Inhale, uncoil. And exhale, go back to Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. And exhale back through Adho Mukha. Step the right foot forward. Then inhale and reach. And exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. And exhale back through Adho Mukha. Step the left foot forward. Then inhale and reach. And exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing. And exhale back. Downward facing. This time, let's take the left foot more to the center of the mat. Reach the right leg straight up behind you. Nice and high. Inhale, reach it as high as you can. And as you exhale, bend the right knee and reach it towards your left shoulder. And then inhale, straighten the leg high again. And exhale, bend the right knee, reach it towards your left shoulder again. And do that once more. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. And then bring that right foot down. And then we'll do it on the left side. So inhale, take the left foot high. Exhale, bend the left knee toward your right shoulder. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, toward your right shoulder. One more like that. Inhale, reach. And exhale toward your right shoulder. Then bring it down and all the way forward. Step to the front of your mat. Inhale, getting length. Exhale, fold down. Bend the knees deeply. Inhale to Utkatasana again. Stand tall. And exhale through Samastitihi once more. Inhale and reach. And exhale, fold. Inhale, uncoil. And exhale, go back to Chaturanga. Inhale, waving up. And exhale, through downward facing. Step the right foot forward and inhale, reach. And exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale back through Adho Mukha. Step the left foot forward. Then inhale and reach. And exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. And exhale back. Adho Mukha. And this time, let's just make big circles. So starting with the right leg, as you inhale, take the right leg straight out to the right and then up. As you exhale, bring it to the left and down. Inhale to the right and up. Exhale to the left and down. Once more like that. Inhale, take it high. And exhale, back down, then switch feet. So now the left foot goes out to the left and inhales up. And then over to the right as you exhale and back down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale to the right and down once more like that. Inhale, reaching high. And exhale back through the center. And then bring both feet just to downward facing dog. Let's take 3 more deep breaths here. Letting the breath flow through the full length of the body. One more. Then come forward to your feet and inhale, get length. And exhale, fold down. Bend the knees deeply. Inhale to Utkatasana. Stand tall. And exhale, bend the knees again. Touch the fingers to the earth. Then lift your sitting bones high. Turn your hands back. And exhale, let the spine fall. And the head hang down the lines of the legs. As you inhale, lift from the arches of the feet all the way to the upper edges of the sitting bones and hollow out your lower belly. As you exhale, let the breath fall down the back of the spine, through the crown, toward the earth. And continue breathing in that way, gently pulsing with the breath, and just letting the head hang. And then inhale, lift the gaze. And exhale, go back to Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. And exhale back. Through Adho Mukha, step your right foot forward between your hands. And then take the left hand back and up, coming into Trikonasana. Reaching the tailbone back towards your left heel. Engaging the external rotators in both legs. Getting long through the lower spine and reaching all the way up through the crown of the head. One more inhale. And then you're going to take your left hand in a big circle. So back, down, forward, and up into Ardha Chandrasana. Stack your left hip on top of the right hip. Maybe press back through your through your left heel, so that you can make the back of the spine really long. Roll the shoulders back. If you can, gaze up towards your left hand. Stay hollow in the front of the pelvis. One more inhale here. Then take your left hand back and down to the earth. And as you exhale, fold over the line of the right leg with the toes lifted. Inhale, high plank, and exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha, and exhale back. Through Adho Mukha, step the left foot forward, Trikonasana, second side. Take the right arm back and up, reaching from the earth to the sky. So press the left hand down into the earth. Reach the fingertips of the right hand infinitely into the sky. And as you're breathing, keep lifting the support of the earth through the feet all the way up to the heart. And as you exhale, let it radiate from there outward in every direction. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, look forward. Shift the weight into the left foot. Make a big circle with that right arm and come into Ardha Chandrasana on the second side. With a deep rhythmic breath. Nice and steady. One more inhale, then take the hand back by your hip, turn, face the earth, and descend, folding over the line of the left leg. Inhale, high plank, and exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha, Exhale back through Adho Mukha. Step the right foot forward between the hands for Parivrtta Trikonasana. Left hand down, twist to your right. Keep the tailbone heavy and the right hip drawing way back. Use your left hand pressing to the outside of your right foot to draw your left shoulder further underneath you. Especially as you exhale, use that gesture to deepen the twist. One more inhale. And then exhale, look forward and down. Shift the weight into the right foot and the left hand. The left foot comes up behind you. Maybe extend through that back foot as you twist to the right. Maybe lifting your gaze all the way up to the right hand. And hollowing out the front of the pelvis, even squeezing it a little bit. Feeling the center of the pelvis as the geometric center of the form. One more inhale here. And then exhale, fold over the line of the front leg. Inhale, high plank. And exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. And exhale back through Adho Mukha. Step the left foot forward. Take the right hand to the outside of the left foot, turning to your left now. Using the inhales to get length through the spine. Using the exhales to deepen the spiral. One more inhale. And then exhale, shift the weight into the left foot and right hand. Take the left hand down, forward, and up as you turn into Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana. One more inhale here. And exhale, fold down over the line of your left leg. Then inhale to a high plank. And exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. And exhale back through Adho Mukha. Step the right foot forward for Parsvakonasana. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Reach your left arm straight up. Reach the tailbone toward the back heel so that you stay as long as you can through the lower spine. And keep lifting the belly from the lowest places in the pelvis. One more inhale. And then take your left arm behind you. You might keep it there, or maybe you can catch the bind. You might stay there in the bind, just as you are, or you might step the left foot halfway forward and then shift the weight into the right foot and see if you can come into Baddha Ardha Chandrasana. One more inhale, release, exhale, fold over the line of the right leg. Inhale, high plank, and exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale back through Adho Mukha. Step the left foot forward, left hand down to the inside of the left foot and reach the right arm up. letting the spine undulate rhythmically with the breath. And exhaling, bring the right arm behind you. You might just keep it there. If you can bind, take the bind. You might just stay where you are with the bind or shift the weight into the left foot and lift the right foot very slowly up behind you. And the trick is to keep that right foot to the right side of the axial or center line of your mat. If it goes all the way behind your left foot, you'll probably lose your balance. So reach it toward the back right corner of your mat instead of straight back. And with the next exhale, release, fold over the line of the left leg, then inhale, high plank, and exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha, and exhale back through Adho Mukha. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, twist deeply to your right for Parivrtta. Parsvakonasana, reaching the right arm straight up and lifting the back heel all the way up over the toes. Squeezing the front of the pelvis gently as you twist. One more inhale, and then take the right arm behind you. Maybe stay there, or catch the bind if you can catch the bind. Stay there, or step your left foot halfway forward, and then lift it up. Reaching it toward the back left corner of your mat, and straightening the right leg. And keep the gaze down on the earth, steady on one point. Take one more inhale, and then release as you exhale and fold over the line of the right leg. Inhale, high plank. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha, and exhale back. Adho Mukha, step the left foot forward, and inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhaling, twist to your left, bring the right hand down, and reach the left arm straight up. Back heel is lifted. And even here, dropping the tailbone a little bit at the beginning of the inhale, pulling back and up underneath the belly, letting the breath roll up the front of the spine. One more inhale, and then take the left arm behind you. Maybe take the bind. Maybe shift the weight forward into your left foot, and lift the right foot up and back. With the gaze steady on the earth. One more. And then release and exhale. Fold over the line of the left leg. Inhale to a high plank. And exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale back. Adho Mukha. Then step the left foot forward between your hands to come into the first variation of Digasana. Keep your fingers on the floor. Flex your right heel and press back into that heel as you take the crown of the head forward. Keep the pelvis more or less square to the earth. And then with the next exhale, let the right foot descend, but let the heart rise at the same time. Take the right foot out in front of you, press your shoulders forward and reach from earth to sky. Pull back and up underneath the belly as you drop the tailbone to get even more lift. With the next exhale, turn to your right. See if you can catch your heel, or if that's not working, catch the outside of your knee with the leg bent. And then turn your gaze to your right. Drop your right sitting bone and squeeze it in toward the inside of your left leg. Stand as tall as you can. Reaching from the center of the heart outward in every direction. With the next exhale, release. Bring the right foot back behind you. You can keep your hands back or to the side, or even more challenging is forward with the palms facing each other. Keep the gaze forward but down. One more inhale. And exhale, fold over the line of your left leg. Then inhale to a high plank. And exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. And exhale back through Adho Mukha. Step the right foot forward. And inhale, lift the left foot back behind you. Again, keep the pelvis more or less square to the earth. But lifting the front body up into the back body. So you're not really so much arching your back, but pulling upward through the full length of the spine. One more inhale here, and then exhaling, make the transition. As you inhale, reach the arms up above the head. Getting as long as you can through the back of the spine. One more inhale, and then exhale, turning to your left. See if you can catch the ankle or maybe the knee and squeeze your left sitting bone down and in. One more inhale here. And then as you exhale, release and come into the final Digasana position. One more inhale. And then exhale, fold over the line of the front leg. Inhale to a high plank. And exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. And exhale back through Adho Mukha. Step the left foot forward between the hands. Reach the right foot up behind you. Catch your right foot with your left hand. Take your right hand straight out to the side. And then reach your hands as far away from each other as you can. So the knees going way up. And you're pressing your right foot far away from your hips. Continuing the line of the right arm. Then release the foot. you're going to fold over the line of your left leg. If you have the flexibility for it, take your left shoulder behind your left knee, and then reach your right foot way skyward. Turn your gaze toward your right hand, so away from the standing leg. One more inhale, and then as you exhale, fold over the line of the left leg, returning to the earth. Inhale to a high plank, exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha, exhale back through Adho Mukha, step the right foot forward, catch the left foot with the right hand, reach the left hand way out to the side, and then press your hands away from each other, creating a diagonal line from the earth upward and to the right. And reaching strongly through that line, letting the head hang toward the earth. And then release, folding into the line of your right leg. Now maybe you take the right shoulder behind the right knee. Either way, turn your gaze toward your left hand and reach the left leg as high as it'll go. One more, and then exhaling, fold over the line of your right leg. Inhale to a high plank, and exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale back through Adho Mukha, step the left foot forward. Turn your toes to the right. With your right hand, catch either the outside of the left foot or the back of the leg just behind your calf muscle. And then the left arm is going to reach overhead for the outside of the right foot. And then turn to gaze in the direction that your toes are pointing, so toward the right side of your space. Then for the B position, turn your right foot straight toward the back of your mat. Keep everything else the same, and then gaze towards your front foot, which is your left foot. Just let the head hang. Pull your right sitting bone deep underneath you. Keep the tailbone heavy. Then inhale, turn forward, and exhale, fold over the line of the left leg. Inhale to a high plank, and exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha, and exhale back through Adho Mukha. Step the right foot forward. The left hand catches either the outside of the right foot with the arm externally rotating, or easier is to catch the back of your leg. And the higher you reach up the back of your leg, the more space you'll have to then reach your right arm overhead in front of the head and catch the outside of the left foot. And then turn your left foot straight toward the back of your mat. Drop the head, gaze forward toward your right foot. And inhale, turn forward and fold over the line of your right leg. Inhale to a high plank. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. And exhale back through Adho Mukha. And then step your right foot forward for Warrior One. Inhale and reach. Press way back into the outer edge of your left heel so that you can really reach from that grounded point all the way up the left side of the body into the sky. And then exhale, bring the hands down behind you. Inhale, lift the heart, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, lunge forward. Maybe go a little bit to your left as you come down so that you can get your hip on the inside of your right femur bone, and then reach the hands back toward the center. Humble warrior. One more. And inhale, coming up for Warrior Two. Nice and low. Keep the tailbone heavy, spreading the back of the diaphragm broadly. One more. Then slide your left hand down the outside of your left leg, reach the right arm up, and turn so that you're facing the right. Don't gaze up, but rather gaze straight to the right, reaching as far as you can through the right side of the body. Getting reach on the inhale, deepening into the lunge on the exhale. One more reach. And exhale, wind the hands down and fold over the line of the right leg. Then inhale, high plank. And exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale back through Adho Mukha. Step the left foot forward. And inhale, come up into Warrior One. Deepening into the lunge on the exhales. Getting length on the inhales. One more inhale. And then exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Lift the heart, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, turn a little to your right. Come down. And then turn the hips back forward so that you're reaching your arms more or less right along the center line of your mat. One more. And inhale, come up to Warrior Two. Nice and low. With the external rotators engaged in both legs. One more. And inhale, reach. And exhale, go down into the reverse warrior. Keep turning the pelvis to the side. Reaching back. And trying to bring your left arm parallel to the floor. One more inhale. And exhale, wind the hands down, fold over the line of the left leg. Inhale, high plank. And exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale back. Adho Mukha. Inhale, get length. And exhale, jump forward to a squatting position and take Utkatasana. Inhale, reach. Press out on your heels. Keep the tailbone heavy, even as you dive the pubic bones back. One more inhale. And then exhale, twist to your left. Maybe you take the hands in prayer position, or bring your right hand flat to the earth and reach the left arm straight up. One more inhale. Exhale, bring the left arm down, look forward. Inhale up through the center. And then exhale, twist to the right. For the second side, keep the hips dropping low. Knees pressing forward. Hollowing out in the front of the pelvis. One more. Exhale, look down. Inhale back through center. Just a few more breaths here. Press your shoulders forward. Drop a little lower. One more. And exhale. Take your hands down. Maybe you can shift your weight forward and lift to Lalasana, or even a little bit higher into a tucked position. Just play with it. Just give it a little hop. See what's happening there. And then if you're up with the next exhale, we'll slowly lower to Bakasana. And then inhale, high plank. And exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale back. Adho Mukha. Step the right foot forward for Pristinasana. Now take your hands out in front of you. And lunge deeply down. So you're taking your heart toward the floor. With each exhale, bringing the pelvis and the heart together a little bit further down. One more. And then as you inhale, straighten the right leg to draw your hands back. And then exhale, you're going to either slide your left foot out to your right and hold your knee with your right hand, gazing over your right shoulder, or catch the heel with your palm facing up and keep the leg off the floor. Gaze to your right, either way. The left arm is down like in Chaturanga. The heart is about as low. And you stay strong in that right foot. One more inhale. And then bring the left leg around and out in front of you. And catch. And then pull back on the leg. Drop your tailbone, hollow your belly. Drop the chin, but gaze forward. So you've got like a Brahmadya Drishti. And then exhale, bring the hands down. So just playing with the vinyasas. Take the left foot up by your left sitting bone. Maybe you can shift the weight into the hands and give a little hop. Some of you will be able to hold yourself in the tucked position, then straighten your left leg so that it's parallel to the floor. Or find something that works for you, and then bend your knees, Come to Bakasana. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, back. Adho Mukha. Inhale, get length. And then step the left foot forward. So same Pristinasana sequence, second side. Dropping low. And when you're ready, inhale, drag your hands back by straightening your left leg. And then step the right foot, either straight out to your left, looking over your left shoulder, or catch the foot with your left hand and hold it up. One more, and then bring the right leg through. Catch the foot with both hands. Drop the chin, Brahmadya Drishti. Good, and then take the hands down. Bring your right leg through. Maybe shift the weight into the hands. Play with lifting. Maybe you straighten the right leg once your left is up. Down to Bakasana. Inhale there. To high plank. And exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, get length. And exhale, come through to a seated position. And take your hands back. Purvottanasana, inhale, lift. Spiraling your legs internally. Pressing forward to bring your toes to the earth. One more. And exhale, descend. Reach forward for Paschimottanasana. Any bind you like, hollow the belly. Lift the heart. Exhale. Start to come down. With each inhale, waving the spine. Undulating it gently, a little bit deeper into the fold with each round. One more. And inhale, lift the gaze. And exhale, release. Take your vinyasa however you do it. Inhale, lift. And exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale back, Adho Mukha. Inhale, get length. And exhale, come through for Janu Shirsasana. Left leg straight. Bend the right knee. Catch if you're catching, look up, turn a little toward the left leg. And then exhale, lay the spine down over the line of the same. With gentle undulating breaths. And inhale, lift the gaze. And exhale, release. And take the vinyasa. Inhale, lift. And exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, get length. And exhale, come through. Keep the right leg straight. Catch, look up. And exhale, fold over the line of the right leg. spiraling internally just a little bit on the left femur bone with each inhale so that you can turn your pelvis a little more toward the right foot. Letting it roll back on the exhale so that that left sitting bone grounds back into the earth. One more. And then inhale, lift the gaze. And exhale, release. Take your vinyasa, inhale, lift. And exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale back. Adho Mukha, inhale, get length. Janu Sirsasana B coming through. Sitting on your right foot now. Inhale, catch the left foot, look up. And exhale, fold. Take your time to come into the form. Those extra breaths in the vinyasa are no problem as long as you keep moving with them so that you expand and rise on the inhale. Fold and contract. Bring your weight down on the exhales. One more. And inhale, lift the gaze. And exhale, release hands down. And inhale, lift it up. And exhale back to chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale back, Adho Mukha. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, come through, sitting on the left foot. If possible, keep your big toe of the left foot visible on the inside of your right thigh. Lift the gaze and exhale. Fold over the line of the right leg. Moving the heart a little further forward toward your right foot with each breath. With each inhale, extending. So you're getting longer and longer. And then inhale, lift the gaze. And exhale, hands down. You might just kick off your left foot here. It's a little bit of an easier vinyasa than jumping back. You just press off the foot to chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Janu Sirsasana D. So the easiest way of coming into this is to step your right foot forward, not all the way between your hands, but almost. And then step the left leg through and sit. So you're sitting on your heel. The heel is right in the perineum. And those of you who have a little bit more lift in your vinyasa could try to jump into it. Like that. And then inhale, catch, look up. And exhale, fold over the line of the left leg. And even more than the Janu C of the Ashtanga sequence, this one really helps to release fascial tension in the bottom of that right foot. One more. And then inhale, lift the gaze, and exhale, hands down. And then just press off the right foot to lift your Lalasana, and exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, get length. And exhale, come through for the second side. However you did it the first way, or play around with it. Inhale, take the gaze forward, and exhale, come down. Same undulating pattern. Same idea of extending and moving the heart forward with the inhales, diving the pubic bones back to get depth of the fold on the exhales. One more like that. And inhale, lift the gaze. And exhale, release. And press off your left foot. Reach the right foot up. Vinyasa. And exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale to Adho Mukha. So next, you're going to either jump your feet around your upper arms and cross them into the Bhuja Pidasana position, or your best approximation thereof, or just come into a low squat with your hands in prayer position. So you do that, or your best approximation of this. And you stay high. Keep your chin up, keep your arms straight. Arms straight, lift your feet high. 5 breaths or so. Drop your hips. Keep your head up. Hips a little lower. Yep. And then uncross the legs, straighten, bend your elbows, and come down for Kurmasana. Take the hands back. Flex your feet. Roll the collarbones back. Smile on the inside, and then exhale, press forward through your heels to come down into the Kurmasana position. And then soften it, bend the knees so that you're coming back up. Bring the hands underneath you, and you're going to lift again. And as best you can, straighten your legs into Tadasana. Lift the heart. And if that's not happening, stay where you are if you're doing it. But if that's not happening, come here. Bring your feet down. Bring your elbows behind your knees and pull your heart towards your hands. If you're in Tadasana, keep flying. You're doing great. You're in migration, I think. And then bring your hands down if you're doing that second one. And then we all go back to Bakasana. Smile. And then shoot the legs back to a high plank. Inhale. Exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. And exhale. Adho Mukha. Okay, now we're going to play around with going into Bakasana in different ways. Here's one option, is that you could jump your feet forward and take your hands back into this variation of Malasana. And drop your head. Actually, let's all do that. Let's all take this variation first. Squat. Your feet are turned out at the same angle as your femur bones. The tailbone is dropping toward the earth. The head is dropping toward the earth. You're not pressing down too hard, but you are gently pressing your knees out and then using your arms, pushing your shoulders back against your shins to deepen that form. Then take the hands forward and shift right into Bakasana. And with the next inhale, shoot the legs back. Finish the inhale in the high plank, and then exhale, low plank. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha, and exhale back. Adho Mukha. Now, playing with the idea of coming into Bakasana from the tripod headstand. Maybe you're just getting comfortable in the tripod headstand, in which case you can just work that form. But you come up, and then exhale, bring your knees way to the outsides of your shoulders, then drop your tail, and shift your weight forward to lift. And then shoot it back. And inhale, waving up. And exhale, go back. So that went pretty well. So let's do it again. And if you want to take it a little bit further, if that last one was, you felt like you had it sorted, then try an Ekapada variation. So you'll come down just as before, lift just as before, just as your arms straighten your left leg. And then you'll go back down, maybe bringing your head to the floor and coming back up, and then do the second side. Or just play with the Bakasana. Come into it in any way. The idea is just you're playing with going into it in different ways, maybe playing with different variations if they're available to you. And even if you're just doing Malasana, Bakasana, Malasana, Bakasana, Malasana, Bakasana, that's fantastic. Yes. Beautiful. If you're upside down, stay with it. If you're ready to move on, go ahead and jump through to a seated position. And we're going to take Kalasana. It's the wife of Marichi. You step your right foot over your left leg with the foot below the left knee. And then you're turning. You might have your palm up like this and your right hand back. Or if you want to deepen it a little bit, reach down the line of your right leg and catch the outer edge of your foot with your hands. Or if you want to try the bound variation, the fully bound variation, lift the foot, wrap your left arm around, and then catch the right wrist with the left hand. Keep your right foot in front of your left knee. And then however you have your arms, however you're binding, just keep it that way. As you move into the second one, and all you're going to do, you might look forward, see your left foot, that's your left foot that's straight out in front of you, bend that knee and bring the foot back by your right hip. And then get lift on the inhale and exhale, you'll find that you twist a little deeper here. Keep the pelvis slightly tilted back. Don't pull your pubic bones up towards your navel when you're doing a seated twist. It squeezes the sacrum too much. So you want a sense of the pelvis broadening even as you're holding the bind. So you're pressing outward from the center of the pelvis in every direction. Then inhale, look forward and release. And exhale, and take the vinyasa however you wish. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale back, Adho Mukha. Inhale, get length. And then we come through for the second side. Step the left foot now, right over the right leg below the knee. Whichever variation you did on the other side will probably be the best place to start on this side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bring your right foot back. With the inhales, get length. With the exhales, maybe deepening into the twist, but being gentle. With the joints of the lower spine, of the sacrum, of the hip sockets, making space in all those places. One more. Inhale, look forward and release. And exhale, take the hands down. And inhale, lift whichever vinyasa you're doing. And exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to urdhva mukha. Exhale. Adho mukha. Inhale, get length. And exhale, come forward for Baddha Konasana. So open. Nice and wide here. Squeeze your heels toward each other. Push your tailbone toward your heels and pull your heels back towards your tailbone. And it'll make you sit up rather straight, but you'll also feel that your femur bones then are being externally rotated by those engagements in the hips. And you want to keep those engagements in the hips as you start to go forward. Maybe you take your hands out in front of you. I like to do that. Maybe you lift your sitting bones off the floor to shift the weight forward, and then, drop down however deep you're going to drop. Maybe you can even get your heels into your navel. And then slowly soften it. And then you're going to lift your knees. This variation might not work for everybody. So the most accessible way is just to take your hands back like this now and then go down. But be gentle with your knees. You've got to keep that external rotation in the hips. Some of you will be able to get your arms underneath your legs with the hands reaching back like in Kurmasana, and then push your knees down against your arms to really bring some depth into it. Like a flower smashed between the pages of a book. And soften that and slowly come up. Now you're going to turn your feet out. You're going to come up onto your feet and turn your feet outward as far as you can. So that you're trying to go toward, you're trying to go toward taking your feet in a straight line. Like 180 degrees turned. And then try to straighten your legs, drop your tailbone. And with the next inhale, lift your heels and turn them back out. And then hop to Samastitihi. And inhale, reach. And exhale, dive down. Inhale, uncoil. Lift the gaze. Exhale, go back to Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale back. Adho Mukha. Inhale, get length. And exhale, come through. Inhale, sit up and smile. And then exhale, go back. You're going to flex your feet like this. Feet stay off the ground the whole time. You can keep your head on the floor. Bend your knees, open them a little bit. Lift your sacrum off the floor and squeeze your knees toward the chest. And then inhale, straighten the legs out in front of you again. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, squeeze. Inhale, straighten. Slowly, not too fast. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, squeeze. Then take the feet straight up and bring them swiftly to the floor to sit up. On the exhale, take the hands back. Inhale, lift to Purvottanasana. And exhale, come back down. Inhale, sitting up, just as before. And then that was so much fun, we'll repeat it 2 times. So exhale, go back, lift the feet, and exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, squeeze in. Continue. And one more. Then straighten the legs above the hips. Exhale, bring them to the floor to sit up. Inhale, lift to Purvottanasana. And exhale, come back down. Inhale there. And then exhale, go back. And squeeze. Inhale. And squeeze. Inhale. And squeeze. Inhale. And if you've been doing them just right, you might start to feel a little, very subtle, warm sensation in the belly. But you got to really look for that. I think one more. And then feet up. Swiftly to the floor to sit up. Take the hands back. Inhale, lift. And exhale, back down. Inhale here. Exhale, Chakrasana. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. And exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhaling, get length again. And then exhale, jump through. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, lie back. Now reach your right foot up and catch your heel on the inside. And then turn your toes down toward the floor. Take your left hand straight out to your left. Look to your left. And then bring the right toes as close to the floor as you can, but without your pelvis turning to the right. If possible, you touch your toes. Touch the toes of the right foot to the ground. The pelvis can turn a little bit. A little bit, it's okay. But just try to find the sweet spot. And you can, of course, bend the knee if that just works better for you, and you can bring it out to the side like that. Good. Then inhale, bring that foot back to center and release. Right arm straight out to the right. Kick the left foot up, catch the heel on the inside with the left hand, turn the toes down, bring the toes to the floor, gaze to your right. Ekapada Supta Konasana. Inhale, bring the foot back up. And exhale, and bring them down. Now bring both feet straight up, both hands catching the heels on the inside. Turn the toes toward the floor, and as best you can, bring your toes down to touch the floor. Those of you who are really flexy, you might even be able to flatten your sacrum on the earth after your toes touch down. And you can, of course, if it's too much, just take your hands, not all the way out to your heels, but just like on the backs of your calves or so. So you're just opening. Either way, it's that same opening. And then bring the feet all the way back up. Hands to the ground. Exhale, bring the feet back to the earth. Inhale there in Tadagi Mudra, and exhale, Chakrasana. Inhale, get length in your downward dog. Inhale, come to a high plank. And exhale, lower to chaturanga. And then all the way down. Push your pubic bone into the floor. Scoot the rib cage forward so the belly is long. Take the hands back on the ground with the palms facing up. Touch your toes together, but keep your heels apart. And then spiral through your legs, reaching back into Shalabhasana. And then switch to the B position. So the hands are back right underneath the elbows. And then the C position. One more reach, and take the hands down to chaturanga. Inhale, waving up, and exhale, go back to downward facing. Inhale, high plank, and exhale to chaturanga, and all the way down. Now take your left arm out in front of you so you can use it to hold up your heart. Tuck the toes under on both legs so your knees are off the floor. Then reach back with your right hand, bend your right knee, catch the foot on the inside with your thumb pointing up. And then lift that right knee off the floor and push back a little into your right hand into Ardha Dhanurasana. Roll your right shoulder back and pull your shoulder blade down. And it'll really stretch the front of the shoulder right across the chest. You might even turn your head a little to the left. You might even be able to feel the nerves stretching on the right side of your neck. And then bring the knee down, soften it a little, slide your fingers to the outside of the foot, and see if you can lift your elbow up above your wrist. Then, for extra sensation, reach back through your right psoas line and try to lift the whole right leg off the floor. Maybe you can lift both legs off the floor so that only your left foot is touching, and then your pelvis and your left arm. And even if that doesn't happen, if you just reach in that direction, it'll be much more flavorful. And release and switch sides. Reach back, catch the left foot, thumb pointing up, right knee off the floor, press. And then do this with your left shoulder. Roll it back. And soften and bring your elbow up over your wrist. Press the foot toward the outside of your hip. Then lift back and up through the left leg. Push down a little bit more on the big toe side of the foot, almost lifting the opposite side, the side of the little toe, lifting that up as you press the other side down. And release. And then inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale back. Adho Mukha. Inhale, high plank. And exhale to Chaturanga. And then all the way down. Scoot the rib cage forward so the belly is long. Dhanurasana. Catch and press up through the inner edges of your heels. Maybe you keep the feet apart. Maybe you touch the toes, whatever works. And exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale. Adho Mukha. And then step the left foot forward between your hands, bring your right knee down. So same pattern as 2 poses ago. Catch your foot on the inside with the thumb up, push it away from your hand. But lunge deeply forward through that left leg at the same time. So your hips are really dropping even as you press and reach back through the right hand and the right foot. And then bring the right foot toward the outside of your right hip, bringing the fingers around and lunge forward. Keep your heart and your chin lifted. As you exhale, keep lunging a little lower toward the earth. One more. And release. Inhale to a high plank. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale back. Adho Mukha, step the right foot forward. Reach back, catch the left foot on the inside with the thumb pointing up and press the foot against the hand so you're as broad as you can be across the heart. And bend the knee, bring it toward the outside of your hip and lunge down. And release. Inhale to a high plank and exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale. Adho Mukha. Inhale, get length. Exhale, come forward to your knees for Ustrasana. Inhale, lift the heart, roll the shoulders back, but keep narrowing the front of the pelvis. Dive your pubic bones down towards your knees and pull them back even as you push your hips forward. And then take your hands so that you have 2 fingers on the outside of each foot. Maybe you can put the palms of your hands right on your heels. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, take the hands down. Tuck the toes under, shift the weight back, bring the knees to the chest. And then take a vinyasa. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. And then exhaling, come forward to your knees. This time, you're going to reach just the left arm back, reach the right arm up, and then reach it straight back. Ardha Ustrasana. Keep pressing your feet strongly into the floor to lift up out of your lower back. Then bring the hand down and come up. And then second side, take the right arm back, reach the left arm up, reaching. Inhale back up, and exhale, hands to the floor, tuck the toes under, shift the weight back. And then take your vinyasa. Last one before the closing sequence, come to your knees again. And you can either just repeat the first Ustrasana, or you could try to do it with no hands. Maybe you hold your hands here. Maybe you hold your hands here. Maybe you hold your hands here. Come up when you're ready. Take the hands down, tuck the toes under. Shift the weight back. Take an extra breath here because it feels really good. And then when you're ready, moving on, lift and back to Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, get length, and exhale, come through. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, lie back for Urdhva Dhanurasana. Set the hands and inhale up. Keep wrapping your shoulders back. After 5 breaths or so, touch the head to the floor, and then as soon as you're ready, come up for the second one. And touch again and lift. You can stand out of that one if you like, or just come down. And if you stood, you might just hang. And if you're on your back, you might just bring your knees towards your chest. And then we'll all meet in Paschimottanasana. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, lie back. Make the back of your spine long. Flex your feet as if you were standing in Samastitihi. Put your palms flat on the floor, elbows out a little bit. Hollow the front of the pelvis. Make the back of the spine long. Exhale the breath completely, then initiate the lift of the feet. Bring the feet up over the hips into Viparita Karani. You could stay there or go up into your shoulder stand. One more breath here. And then on the exhale, bring the feet overhead into halasana. Maybe interlace your fingers and pull your shoulder blades toward each other underneath you. Point your toes back away from your head and then lift your sitting bones high so that your waist gets long. And so you create a real sense of hollowing out, a very strong sense of hollowing out in front of the pelvis. You're reaching the crown of your head towards your feet, pulling your feet toward the crown of the head and lifting your sitting bones high at the same time. And then bend the knees into Karna Pidasana. Don't force your knees down, just let them hang. Maybe you squeeze your ears. And then straighten your legs again. Release the hands and slowly roll the spine back onto the earth, one bone at a time. Pause when your feet are right above your hips. And then catch the backs of the legs with the hands. Press the elbows into the floor. Arch the back. Come to the crown of your head. Keep your heels on the earth, toes together. And then lift your hands. Keep your elbows pressing into the floor, close to your hips. But turn your fingers out with your palms up. And that'll help you to roll your collarbones and your shoulders back so that you feel your shoulder blades cupping your heart from beneath and lifting it up toward the sky. And soften the crown of the head and let the mind melt into the earth. And then catch the backs of the legs, look up towards your feet. And then exhale, lie back and take Chakrasana. Or move through the vinyasa in whatever way seems natural to you. And then set up for Shirshasana. And when you're ready, come right up. If you practice lifting your head off the floor, maybe go ahead and do that. See if you can look up and see your toes. Really elongate through the back of the spine. And then we'll slowly come down into Balasana. And then to a high plank. And exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale through Adho Mukha, coming to the front of your mat, and take your legs in lotus if that's easy enough. Or any cross-legged position will do, and you can just take your hands behind your back. Or you combine the lotus. Whatever's easeful. It should be easeful at this point. Whatever variation you're taking. Then inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Try to rest your forehead on the earth. Long, emptying exhales. Let each exhale be a little longer than the last. With the next exhale, go all the way out and then rest in the emptiness for as long as you're comfortable. When you're ready to inhale, let the breath bring you up. Take Jnana Mudra. Let the head fall forward, but the heart rise up to receive it. And just savor a few more deep, smooth, rhythmic, rounded breaths. Letting all the tension be released from the crown of the head, so that the ascending currents can rise right through. Into the space above. And inhale, lift the gaze. And exhale, take the hands down. We'll go right through vinyasa. And coming forward to your feet, when you're ready, and draw the breath in. Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Go Brahmanebhya Shubham Astu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Shanti Shanti Shanti. And exhale, release the hands. Ekam inhale. Dve exhale. Trini inhale. Chatwari. Exhale. Pancha inhale. Shat. Exhale. Shavasana. Supta come through. Turn. And lie back. And take your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Hands a little bit wider than the feet. Press the back of your head into the floor and scoot your shoulder blades down. Feel how that created a little excess tension probably in your lower back. So then, press your heels into the floor, scoot your hips down just a little bit, and then straighten the legs again and release. So you feel a sense of lengthening through the back of the spine, and then release all of the peripheral tensions in the body. Release the tensions from the belly and from the pelvis and from the legs, and let them flow downward and dissipate through the arches of the feet. Release any tension from between the shoulder blades, from across the collar, the front of the chest, from the shoulders and the arms. Let it flow downward and dissipate through the palms of the hands. Release any excess tension from the back of the neck, from up the sides of the skull, from the crown of the head itself. Open the crown and let those tensions dissipate outward through that space. And then release the tension from behind the eyes, from the back of the palate. Feel the flesh of the cheeks sliding down the cheekbones toward the floor, as if your face turned to honey, melted in the summer heat. Release any excess tension from the throat. And then take one more deliberate breath. Draw it from above the crown of the head, through the skull, through the throat, into the center of the heart, bringing all those tensions with it. And then as you exhale, send them from the heart upward through the throat, through the skull, through the crown. And with it, release the technique. Release all assessment. Release all effort. Let the edges of the body melt. As the heart sinks and dissolves back into the earth.